Welcome back, everybody, to the Paper Mario playthrough. This is part 8, and we're going to be collecting more stuff and exploring. Collecting and exploring. It's crazy that this is happening all in the same game. It's too much stuff to do in this game. They gave us a lot of adventure and action in this game, I'm telling you. And RPG. It's got everything. Alright, so Ton Koopa is trying to threaten us again, but it's not going to happen. I'm not getting out of here. I'm Mario, the red plumber guy. He fears nothing. Unlike that green plumber guy that fears pretty much everything. Oh yeah, I was kind of taking a look down there, and I was like, oh, those are the stairs that came out of the wall. Yeah, I kind of don't want to drop down there, because then I'd have to do some crazy backtracking. Here we go. This is convenient. So, these statues look like the statues that were just outside, and, oh, they have symbols in them. Wonder what these symbols mean, considering that 2 of the symbols I've already picked up as items. And they look identical to the ones that are outside that don't have anything in them. No, I have no idea what that means. So I think we're just going to have to wing it here. Another of these crazy rooms. Okay. I was waiting for something to happen, but no, nothing quite happened. I don't think we're... Nope, wait, no. Yeah, we're getting jumped. Darn it! It just never ends. It never ends! But hey, there was only 3 symbols, and we collected all 3. So, if that's any indication, I believe that is the last one to pick up. Good thing we got that stone hammer, man. That's doing some serious damage to those stone chomps. Ooh, nope, not quite getting the timing there yet. But, you know, working on it. Working on it, indeed. Taking you down. And, yeah, like I said before, break those teeth. Break those crazy teeth with your metallic body. Alright, perfect. Okay. I think we can finally move on. Whoa, my God, that's a lot of coins. Okay, I'm definitely not going to be able to pick all these up. Wow, that was a ridiculous ton of coins. That was the most coins I got out of all of those stone chomp battles. Although I do appreciate them, you know, coinage, getting all coined up and stuff. All right, so we're going to have to do these in a specific order. I'm just guessing here, you know, not doing anything right at all. Oh, wait a minute, something's happening. I think that means I did something wrong. Run, Mario, run! Look at him, he's raising the roof. He doesn't know whether or not to run or dance. Oh, that's convenient and different. And helpful to get us to different places. I think the music does change. Oh, that's convenient too. Alright, so not only getting coined up, but also getting healed up as well. That's very, very useful, I must say. You know. Oh, what the? Final warning. I think that means something, especially since there's a save block here. Wonder what's behind this door. Whoa. That was pretty epic with that music going on here. What's happening? Okay, that's freaky. Ghostly and whatnot. Man, that green plumber guy probably would have ran out of here by now. But no, not Mario. He's... wow, okay. That's different and interesting. Very neat effect there. Oh, there he is. That's the guy. That's the Ton Koopa guy. Well, don't you have the common sense to run away? I love that. A faithful follower of King Bowser. I see. So that's where this is going. Into a boss battle, that's where. So this is the second major boss in the game. It's Ton Koopa. And, yeah, he's one of the Star Spirit Garden guys. So we're going to have to take him down if we want to save that second Star Spirit. There's no other way around it. Unfortunately, we can't talk nice to him or anything, but we're going to have to do the good old-fashioned fighting thing. That was a good old 7. Not really as much as the 18 that I did last part. Pretty epic. Oh, good. He's got more chain chomps. Perfect. Oh, good. This is a regular one. Oh, I love how the camera just zooms in like, ah! Oh, okay. So that was completely super scary. Take this chomp. Whoa. Okay. He's got some serious defense as compared to the other guys. Unfortunately, taking him down is not going to be as easy as the other ones. That's very troubling. And I have no idea who to pick for an attack. I think I was just kind of gonna go... There we go. Yeah, so a little bit later... Ooh, there we go. Now I got that timing down. He doesn't really do... Oh, that's not good. So I get hit twice. Yes, because there's 2 of them, isn't there? It doesn't do much more than the other chain chomps from before. So yeah, a little bit later I do... Oh, Sleepy Sheep. Sleepy Sheep, put them to sleep. because I really need that right now. That would be extremely convenient. Perfect, they're not affected by that. Okay, so yeah, here we go. I was going to switch out to Goombario and use Tattle on, on Ton Koopa. I have a magical genius. What the heck? Ah, another chomp. Ugh. Okay. Oh, that's really, really not cool. That's really just lame. Well, once Goombario finally gets back up, I'm going to do Tattle on Ton Koopa. And he actually mentioned something extremely important, actually. Which is surprising, considering it's Goombario and all. Is that he, in terms of strategy, he actually mentions that you should decide very carefully whether or not to attack the Chomp or to attack Ton Koopa. Ton Koopa. I can't get over that name. Okay, that's not good, especially considering I'm going to get hit again here, aren't I? What the? Oh, perfect. Okay, so that has a chance to hit him. And now he's knocked out. Here we go. Now we're using Tattle while he's stunned. Perfect. He's been assigned to guard one of the star spirits. Some sort of pharaoh complex. Oh, I see. So he's not an actual pharaoh. It's magic power. Yeah, so that's not really too much fun. Yeah, there's the chomps. Yeah, it's hard. Think hard about who to attack first, the chomp or Ton Koopa. Ton Koopa? It's Tutankhamun. So Ton Koopa. It just sounds weird. It sounds like I'm saying. It sounds like I'm saying 2 ton Koopa, like he weighs 2 tons or something. Weird. Ah, yeah. Take that, chomp. Think you are. What do you mean that hurt? I didn't even hit you. You hit yourself. Goof. Well, that's extremely cheap. So not only can he get up and go back to his perch in the same turn, but he can also attack as well. Oh, nice. All right. So we're going to have to go with a strategy on this one, and I think we're just going to have to take out Chompy first over here. There he goes. Ugh. All right, for a little extra star point power. I like that. Star point action is what I meant. No, yeah, I think, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and attack him here. Bonk, bonk. All right, extra 2 damage, you know, every little bit helps. Consider he's down to 17. Well, that stinks. So, considering the fact that I didn't really dodge any of these attacks, I don't really know whether or not they actually do, or dodging the attack actually stops it from hitting your partner. So if anybody knows, you know, just go ahead and tell me. So, oh good, here comes the Chomp again, and getting hit again. And so even though Goombario's down, getting hit again actually adds on to the number of turns that he's down. Perfect! Merly, you are awesome! Your timing could not be better! This one is in the bag! That is it! Merly being awesome as usual! I can't believe it. Yes, super, and a level up and upgrade to our BP. So yeah, Merly just extremely useful, like I said. There's just no reason to not pay for her services. You know, even though she pops up randomly, she's extremely useful. Love what's happening here. Very good. Ton Koopa cannot even handle his own chain chomp. What is this beam of light? Boom! I think we've seen this before. Yes, it's a glitched card. But still, even on this glitched card, there is still an important person. And by person, I mean star. Yeah, I did say that last time, didn't I? Here we go! Time to unlock the second star spirit. And it's a lady. Neat. Alrighty. So that is the end of Chapter 2. Very nice stuff going on here. Alright. So a little bit of a recap. Whew, man, that was one heck of a chapter. That was definitely far more challenging than the first one. And so if that's any indication, I'm sure that the third one is going to be even more difficult, as it just said on the text there on the screen. Where will their adventure take them next? Well, first it's going to take a little sidetrack into Peach's castle. And we got some Bowser music going on here. There he is, the king himself. He walks so weird. I can't get over that. Waha! Alright, good old Bowser. Laughing like that. I'm in a very bad mood. It's that time of the month. Oh, sorry, princess. I'll have to come back later then. Alrighty then. I love how he calls him that jerk. I love how he says that he beat the Koopa Bros and Ton Koopa and then calls them wimps. It's like, oh, that's so degrading to the player, you know? I mean, considering the fact that they had to go through those arduous tasks to get there and then actually beat them, you know, like to have Bowser call them wimps, you know, by comparison. It's just horrible. It's like, oh, I'm not nearly as strong as I need to. Oh, that's interesting. So the next Star Spirit that's being held up by Tubba Blubba, apparently, who's seemingly invincible, as what Bowser said, has flown away somehow. I don't know how it got out of the card, but it did. Twink, did you hear that? No, I sure didn't. Can you tell me once again? Tubba Blubba, yes. Invincible, yes. The invincible Tubba Blubba. It's a very interesting boss, but you know what? We're going to have to get there when we get there. So, yeah, if that's any indication, we're going to have to play a little bit more Metal Gear Princess. Taking down this portrait, pressing that button, turning out that fireplace, or extinguishing the fireplace somehow. Once again, I still haven't figured out how that works. And then the grating falls over. And now we're out of here. We're out of here, man. Although, in later chapters, when you press the button and go through the fireplace, they actually skip this bit with going down the hallway, and they just skip to this, where the wall, you know, revolves around. Now, Bowser got rid of his diary. At least he learned there. Diary of a Wimpy King. Okay, so yeah, here comes the stealth part. So we're going to have to try to not get caught here. Obviously, walking into the flashlights will get you caught, but we really don't need to worry about them for right now because we just need to go into this room, or the library, apparently. And we got to stay out of the front sight of any of these enemies. Which, like I said before, they won't actually do anything to Peach. I love how she can just walk right up behind them. They don't even notice. Man, they're the best at their job. But like I said, they won't do anything to Peach other than send her back to her room. Which is, you know, that's pretty nice, you know, considering that, you know, it's Peach and she doesn't get hurt. Okay, so that is a badge for Mario. Now you're probably wondering, wait a minute, why does Peach have badges? You can't actually equip those. But those will be explained a little bit later as far as the badges that Peach can get. And so this is what happens when Peach actually gets caught. You know, this was partially a screw-up, partially just showing off what it looks like. I love how they just don't notice that not only is the fireplace out, but there's a secret room behind there. Good thing that, you know, they just dropped her on in there and just didn't notice anything else. Alright, so a little time skippery, a little move. And this is the place we're meant to go to. So we're gonna have to, so we're actually gonna be eavesdropping on this Hammer Bro and this Koopa troll. Yes, the Koopa troll. That guy that I had to explain for like 5 minutes, like how his name works. That guy. I love how there are, though, Hammer Brothers in the game, although they don't really show up until much later in the game. You know, that kind of, you know, goes back to the fact that of Super Mario Bros. 1, how the Hammer Bros were ridiculously overpowered in that game. So I think that's what they were kind of going for with this. I do like that, though, you know, when the Hammer Brothers aren't, like, super weak. You know, they are kind of, like, Bowser's elite soldiers. So, yeah. That prattling aside, the prattling that this Koopa Troll and Hammer Brother were doing, we're talking about Tubba Blubba, where he's at, and exactly, you know, what's the story behind this weirdo. And another thing is I love how they're just completely protected here. Like, they're super high up in the air. They're, like, you know, stuck in a random place in Peach's castle, all the way in, like, the back of the library, where, like, nobody can see them. And they're under, like, the protection of Bowser as well, who's invincible at this point. Yet they're terrified of Tubba Blubba, who's all the way on the surface, probably a million miles away. Ridiculous. Man, it's stupid. Stupid henchmen. Alright. So now, not only is Peach being sent back to her room, but she and Twink got the info. And now it's time for a little talking with Mamar. That just sounds wrong. Alright, so Mario's star energy goes up to 2 and can now use the lullaby power from Mamar. And that basically works as a sleepy sheep, so we don't really need these after all. Or the sleepy sheep, I should say. We don't need them. So yeah, so you can just do that whenever. Okay, bye. Ideal old Star Haven. Okay, see ya. That's enough talking from you. Get out of here. We don't pay you to sit here and talk. We pay you to do important things, and that's not talking. Okay. So we're super speeding on through the desert because I decided to be silly and just go random ways. Oh, that was honey syrup. Very convenient. And, yeah, just zooming on back because it's extremely easy. Oh, here we go. And we got letter for the Nomada Mouse, blah, blah, blah. It's from Moustafa, and here's a star piece. So that's basically what happens every time. Oh, that's good. I got hit by the tornado. So that's basically what happens every time you hand in a letter to somebody. They give you a star piece in return. It's very nice. Quid pro quo, as it were. So yeah, extremely simple to go back. Just find the pathway, you know, which is the brightish yellow pathway, and just go to the left. Very simple. So yeah, you know, Professor Colorado wants that artifact that I found, but I don't know. You know, interestingly enough, if you say no to him apparently twice in a row, he'll just stop asking you. So at least they stop asking you after a while. At least some of them do. And so for the artifact, he gives us something that we can actually use. A star piece. Alrighty then. So we got some more super speed action going on here. And we're moving back through the place with the saving and the not hitting the heart block because I don't need it. And not really like super speeding it just yet. Oh, another thing is that I was kind of a little bit wrong the last time we were here, and I said I was talking about the buzzard guy. Somebody informed me that if you tell him that your name is Luigi, every time you come back into that map, he'll challenge, or you know, he'll stop you and ask you the same question again. So it's not that you'll never fight him again. It's just that if you do it that one time, then he'll just leave you alone. All right. So stopped here with the super speed because, well, we found ourselves another bulb. So that's 2 out of the 4. So we're halfway there in terms of getting the magical seeds from the bulbs. Very nice. I love how he just happens to be out in the middle of nowhere. But one thing about that bulb is that you cannot get the seed from him until after you beat Ton Koopa. If you talk to him before that, he'll tell you something like, I think he says something like the seed's not ready yet or something like that. So, yeah, you gotta come back and talk to him later. Another super block, and this time it's for Paracarry. Alright. So, getting a super block and still super speeding everything, and also doing a little whack-as bump grinding. Getting some serious whack-as bumps going on here, because they're awesome. I cannot explain that, or I cannot convey that enough. Whack-as bumps are ridiculously awesome! There is, like, a couple more items that are actually better than whack-as bumps, but for this part of the game specifically, it's definitely the best thing you can get. Alrighty then. So, that being said, I filled my items up with whack-as bumps, and that's all I can do for now. So back onto the train we go. We're heading on back to good old Toad Town. Look at that little bell all dingling around. Someone else also mentioned something to me about this particular train ride, although I do kind of skip over the traveling sequence. Is that the traveling music that I mentioned when we were going to the Dry Outpost place is actually sort of a remix of the Calamari Desert music from from Mario Kart 64. And I kind of ran the song through my head, and I was like, wow, you know what it is? I'd never actually noticed that before. So that was interesting to note. Alrighty then. So now we're moving back on to Toad Town, and what am I doing? Oh, that's right, I got the seed, so I might as well give her the second one. There you go. Yes, blah, 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 talking, etc. Here you go. Plant that into the stone, not the grass. Because that's important, you know. gotta make sure that we do that. You know, that's just for future reference. You know, if you ever want to plant any flowers, don't plant them in the grass or the dirt or anything. Find the nearest block of stone and plant it in that. Alright, so the badge shop guys have a couple of interesting badges this time around, and I was kind of looking at the double dip badge, but I wasn't really too sold on it. Like, I remember that the double dip command actually is what it actually unlocks when you have the badge. And it does take a certain amount of flower points as well, which is not so much fun. But aside from that, so I decided to unequip, what was it, like the spike shield and something else. And I got damage down now, which is extremely useful. Because now, once I do the action command in defensive fashion... blooper! Okay. Oh, he's bigger than before. Once I do that in a defensive fashion, I'll take 1 less damage than normal. So, yeah... that was an amazing power bounce. A whole 1! That's a new record! Alrighty then. So, this is interesting to note, though, that this Electro Blooper, as he's now called, considering that I have the damage down badge now, if he would have actually hit me normally, I actually would have taken 4 damage, you know, rather than 3. Then, you know, because apparently when I block it, I get hit for 2. Consider I take 1 less, then, you know, it's 3, then 1 up, then that, and it's 4, and then, you know, math. So, yeah, I did say that, you know, for mini-bosses and stuff, I wasn't really going to speed them up. But this battle was ridiculously monotonous. Like, it went on for way much longer than it really should have, and it was just extremely back and forth. It was just him charging up his electricity, and then me hitting him and just knocking electricity off. He comes over and hits me, and then we repeat. Rinse and repeat that whole thing. Paracarry, blah, 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 kick, and then here's electricity. Jump on him, get hit. And then paracarry attacks, and then, oh, we beat him. Perfect. Well, at least he was worth a very decent amount of star points as well, 22. That's actually quite good. Ah, okay. So this button that he left behind made 3 blue pipes pop up. I don't think we're actually going to explore a little bit further than here. Well, aside from getting these items, well, this one item. Oh, perfect. I have to throw something away. The fright jar, you know. I haven't really used it ever, and I don't really see myself using it, so whatever. So yeah, that's going to be it for this part of the Paper Mario playthrough. Join me in part 9, where we will find out where each of these 3 blue pipes lead to. See you all next time.